Salutation, darlings. Zorroing here, bringing you some more Genshin Impact. Let's see. Cat, don't you dare. Sure. And I'll take these. I have a cat, and I'm desperately trying to keep them from leaning on my keyboard. Anywho, last time we had a very chaotic night. One might even say he's a bit murderous. But ultimately, he had a good heart, and all's well that ended well. This time, as per usual, I'm saving things to the last minute. If I ever do something on with plenty of time to spare, I mean, there's a chance I'll try to do this like 5 days. But also, I just have not had time. I mean, there's only 16 days left with this, which I'm so excited for, but I've had no time. And also, like, yeah, no. Also, we're Anecdote Dahlia. Is that his name? I actually have no idea. And also, we're doing this little character anecdote before we take off.
So, that guest from Natlan inspired your new hymn?
I was practicing outside the city and had just finished a high note when I saw a fluffy tail drooping from a tree. For a moment, I thought I'd seen a wild beast. But upon closer inspection, it was just Miss Shalonen from Natlan.
Oh, you've met you've met you met Zalolan too, Barbara. Another one of her afternoon naps, huh?
Wasn't she Lonan taking naps in the library before? Why'd you switch back to trees again?
Well, she said she was worried about disturbing others by sleeping in the library, so she wanted to find a more deserted spot. But in the end, I guess she ended up being the one who was disturbed instead.
Aww.
Oh, don't you worry, Miss Barbara. I doubt your voice could ever disturb anyone. Why else would she have helped you adjust the rhythm of that hymn to the Animal Archon?
She's just so nice. Even though she was yawning the whole time, she gave me tons of useful suggestions. It's just a shame we don't have a dance-off stage in Mondstadt. Then we could use it to test those instruments she was talking about.
We should take a trip to Natlan together. You can try the dance-off stage for yourself.
Really? Oh, that's wonderful. I haven't visited other nations much up till now. But before that, let me polish off this new hymn to the Animal Archon. I shouldn't waste all the help Miss Shalonen and that bard Venti have given me.
And that bard.
Traveler, Paimon, remember to come listen to me sing. You too, Dahlia. And Venti as well, I guess. As long as he hasn't had too much to drink.
That won't be a problem. I'm sure Venti rates your songs more highly than any old fine wine.
Honestly, that'd be really high praise.
But I almost never see him without a bottle in his hand. Oh, may the Animal Archon watch over him. He has such talent. If only he'd put it to better use.
The way I see it, the Animal Archon does look out for him. Out of all of my friends, he's one of the freest people I know. Anyway, it's almost time for confession, if you'll excuse me.
Onyx! Oh no, he's disturbed the kittens. And I will be right back. let's see. It's almost time for confession.
Well, Cardinal Seamus is back at the cathedral, as you might have heard. It's not every day that an opportunity to confess to him comes around. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Okay.
Cardinal Seamus? Oh, right! He's that Cardinal of Daybreak guy Varka was talking about. The one who went with him on his expedition to Nocry. Paimon heard that the expedition members were heading back to Mondstadt, but she didn't expect them to be back so soon.
But unless I'm remembering this wrong, he's also.
Yes, he's my father. Jean's too.
Dalliance is the cathedral.
May the Animo Archon protect you, Deacon Dahlia. It has been some time since we last met. I did not expect your first request to be for me to hear your confession.
You are the closest to our god here in the Church of Favonius. I would be honored to have you hear it.
I suspect that I am in truth furthest away. How else would I be able to see his divine glory in full?
That's an interesting way to phrase it.
Is that so? I thought you might say that each of us should try our best to draw nearer to him, for the eye of the hurricane is often the quietest spot of all.
I believe that Barbados, in his mercy, will not allow the hurricane to sweep through Mondstadt. Amidst the warm breezes he sends, what we should do is go beyond our city's walls and enjoy his many blessings.
Well, you certainly did that. But the winds in Nodcry must be much colder than those in Mondstadt.
Of course. And it's not as if the wind that blows through that land is Favonian in nature. We seem to have visitors outside, Deaconess Barbara among them. Are they here for confession as well?
Indeed. In a way, though, I suspect I'm better suited than she is to be the first to seek confession from you.
Deaconess Barbara is a diligent sister. May the Animo Archon protect her as well. If you would be so kind, please pass on the message that I will hear her confession anytime.
Could you not tell her yourself, sir?
I have thought about this as well, Deacon Dahlia. But a wind that has been away from home so long must take its time to find the flowers it once nurtured.
So, the first thing you did was to wait here at the cathedral?
I went home as soon as I could, but Jean was working overtime at the Knight's headquarters and Barbara had already gone to the cathedral, so... Anyway, you may begin, Deacon Dahlia.
A bit of an awkward father, but he seems delightful.
Bless me, Animo Archon, for I have sinned. It has been 2 weeks since my last confession. I just lied to Deaconess Barbara, hiding the truth that Venti is in fact Barbados from her.
You can tell her the truth, you know. Barbados said so himself.
He's in the know.
I actually did. But she warned me that I'd be picking every last weed from the cathedral's front lawn if I said that again. Maybe you could give it a try?
For the sake of our bond as parent and child, perhaps it might be best if Barbados revealed that truth to the faithful in person. Anyway, Deacon Dahlia, please, continue.
5 days ago, I offended the Archon by accidentally losing to Venti in a game of Genius Invocation TCG. According to the rules we set, if he won, I would treat him to a drink. But if he lost, he'd treat himself to 2 drinks as punishment.
I am sure you upheld the virtue of honesty with regard to this rule, and ensured that Venti did so as well.
Indeed I did. Following his victory, I confessed to him right there and then, before treating him to 3 drinks. He absolved me, along with the others drinking nearby who were egging us on.
May he absolve us all, especially Charles. Out of any of us, he offends our Archon the most.
What has Charles done?
Finally, I confessed to an act of laziness that took place 7 days ago. While working alongside Sister Rosaria and Deaconess Barbara, Rosaria and I sneaked off to grab a drink.
Should you not, therefore, be confessing to day drinking as well?
No, I myself did not drink wine. Sister Rosaria drank double, and Charles served me some juice on the side.
The sin of drinking immoderately in the day, then. What about Deaconess Barbara?
She had finished plucking the weeds by the time we returned, and had already made a start on wiping the windows. I brought her some juice.
And you and Sister Rosaria observed the principle of kindness and generosity by taking the cloth from her hands, I trust.
We did. Sister Rosaria and I finished the rest together.
Thank you. If word had reached Frederica that Barbara had been made to wipe all the windows in the cathedral by herself, she'd come and flip my desk right over.
Frederica, is that their
Well,
mom?
a shame that she's still out on her mission, so she can't come to see you right now. Anyway, that concludes my confession, Cardinal.
All right. In that case, copy the Favonian liturgy 3 times and the proverb 6. May the Animo Archon protect you, Deacon Dahlia.
May he protect us all. That said, are you also unaware of Miss Frederica's whereabouts? I recall that you and Mr. Varka set off for Nodcry together. Ah, by the way, I must also confess, I'm asking this on Deaconess Barbara's behalf.
Perhaps Varka might know. But considering how dangerous things were in Nodcry, I doubt he had time to keep track of her whereabouts either. The letters we exchange mostly contain pleasantries, but it comforts me to know that she is well. I sent word of this home so Barbara knows as well. I would say that Jean would know Frederica's whereabouts best, but she shoulders a heavy responsibility. This family of ours.
So, Seamus and Frederica Peg? The parents of a couple
I
of our
believe you
favorite
need not
monsters.
worry, Cardinal. By the Animo Archon's grace, the 1,000 winds that blow throughout the world shall all return to a single place.
Indeed. Any Mondstadter who leaves their windows open, inviting the company of the wind, shall be guided towards eventual reunion. Let the wind lead according to his blessings.
Hiccup. Aww.
Now, if I may be so bold, would you hear my confession, Deacon Dahlia?
Honestly, and Dolly also listens to Cardinal Zero's notes for some time. The confession is complete.
Sorry to keep you all waiting. Would you like to go to confession as well, Miss Barbara? I believe the Cardinal will be working at the cathedral for some time yet.
Oh, I'll be fine. My worries are quite small. Nothing worth bothering the Cardinal about. Anyway, I'm off. My sister's waiting back home. I should be helping her cook. See you, Traveler, Paimon, Dahlia. I'll invite you all over to listen to the hymn once it's complete.
Sounds delightful.
That's kind of weird. Isn't the Cardinal her dad? Why does she refer to him by his title?
Why, indeed.
Well, we are standing in front of the Favonius Cathedral right now. Perhaps Miss Barbara believes that her identity as Deaconess takes precedence in this sacred place.
And what does Cardinal Seamus think?
If you were to go in and ask him right now, you'd likely get a similar answer. But in the world outside, well, I suppose all we can do is let the wind lead and trust the Animo Archon to help us out.
That was unexpected and surprisingly sweet.
Huh?
Let's get on with our main quest line. Ow! Cat! Ow! Gato. Maintenant. Final long-range sightlines. Warriors from across Tivat continue to exchange techniques and refine their tactics together. Recently, skilled shooters from the Knights of Favonius, Fontaine's Mason Gardenage, and Netland's Flower Feather Clan assemble at Limitos Harbor for a distinctive joint exercise. Like discoveries, a special training ground has been set up in the southern section of Limitos Harbor in Fontaine. Sightlines and camera tricks. Let's go. Hello, Gord. You just gotta pick a spot to be. The spot he has chosen is elsewhere. Terminal ballistics are impeccable. The depression is close to the ideal. According to our assessment models here at the Mason Gardenage Weapons Bureau, your weapon is very much a cannon. It's cat. You're precious. I love you. I'm not right in front of my computer. Look. The kittens are adorable because they love watching me play video games. Unfortunately for me, that means they're blocking up like a quarter of my screen. It's a shame that we need at least 2 teams worth of manpower to deploy a musket in the field. It's too complicated to use. Thank you for the approval, Officer Shivers. Actually, I don't think the high barrier to entry is a bad thing. Before I had the Soul Sniper ritual staff custom made by Jolin, we agreed that the stronger the weapon, the stricter its usage standard should be. Okay. Apart from the difficulty of use, I've even considered placing a moral cognition based lock on such weapons. That way we can ensure they are wielded by the right people, preventing any immense damage resulting from criminal theft. It's a fair concern, Officer Chaska. Weapon theft that leads to committed crime is not uncommon here in Fontaine. Wow, so many old friends. Fontaine's Mason Guard, Natlan's Flower Feather Clan, and a Knight of Favonius. What's going on with this little gathering of yours? Reek. Cat. Also, in case you're wondering, Gord is the biggest of the kittens. He is such a big baby. Such a big baby. Such a sweetheart. They're all so sweet. Gord, Minnow, and Moth are the 3 kittens. And hopefully the last. Their mother is a stray cat, and she had them under our house. And I was able to capture them and get the mama fixed, thankfully. Now I need you to move to right there. Yeah. Gord is the biggest. It's a good name for him. Let's see. Reconvening the multicultural exchange or another joint war game? Bullseye. He caught on to this situation immediately. Sometime back, a special patrol sent Tumera to Leeway to take part in a joint war game. That war game became the catalyst for ever more frequent exchanges between the armed forces of various nations. It's this time around, it's the routine ballistic war game between Fontaine and Mondstadt, aimed at shortening combatants' battlefield planning capabilities on all sides. And this time, thanks to our friends in the Knights of Favonius putting in a good word, the warrior of Natland's Flower Feather Clan have joined the war game as well. Awesome, awesome. The Flower Feather Clan's warriors are skilled at firing while in flight. They've opened doors to a whole new world for us. Okay. Hi. You want to say something? You want to say hi? Oh, sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes the cats are chatty. Bunch of little sweethearts. What are you doing? The knights must have gotten to know the Nepalese warriors during their expedition then. Paimon should have thought of that sooner. But what's a ballistic war game, really? Paimon understands every word individually, but put them together and it gets a little confusing. The cats are not necessarily in the way. However, they are consistently a minor inconvenience. Doesn't shooting just mean firing the gun and being done with it? Are bullets allowed in war games too? Cats. If everyone had unlimited ammunition, you could just hold down the trigger and most enemies would be no problem at all. But combat is a long, drawn-out process. A shooter can only carry so much ammunition, so every shot needs to land, and to land strategically. So the Knights of Avonis have developed a new type of grenade to help shooters sharpen their understanding. The principle behind it is a little complicated, though. As for specifics, I'll let the friend from the Knights of Avonis walk you through it. Coming, apologies. I was buried in a report organizing and hadn't even noticed the honorary knight and her little white companion. My greetings to you both. I'm Hedwig, member of the Knights of Avonis General Affairs Company. I'm in charge of recording proceedings for this wargame and coordinating between gunsmiths and other allies. Speaking of which, the device for this round actually has a connection to you two. Do you remember the strange Shamotrol statue that once appeared in Daru Gorge? Vaguely. A long time ago, that. Even Paimon's a bit fuzzy on it. Hedwig, why don't you give us the short version? Cat? Do not. You're slipping into annoyance territory. This time it's Moth. Right then, let's get past the old legend of the scattered intel and cut to it. According to the investigation company's findings, that statue was the work of ancient Samatrol. The leader of Broth, the Coldrick, had taken an unused domain and reshaped it into a place to drill his battle formations. The honorary knight defeated one of the Coldrick's lingering shadows, which caused a domain to collapse, and the eyes of Bano that oversaw formations scattered out in the open. Once the support company had a sample in hand, they spent the better part of a year carefully disassembling and analyzing it. Eventually, they got the technology figured out, combined it with the design principle of Leeway's overhead surveillance devices, and produced a kind of visualizing observation grenade meant for long-range reconnaissance, so a shooter can gather information from a position of safety. What a roundabout journey! Paimon never imagined the little fellow we wrapped up without much fanfare would leave behind such a mysterious treasure. The upshot is, in a wargame setting, the observation grenade lets shooters see through the eyes of the round in flight, depending on their grasp of trajectory and obstacles. So they can practice shooting strategies towards different scenarios. Works in quite a few clever little angles. As for the Flower Feather clan members, our Saurian riders often have difficulty determining the effects of shots we make while riding on Kukasaurs. We're up in the sky, after all, with our targets being far away. These observation grenades can thus help us conduct battlefield damage assessments. There's a term I learned from the Special Patrol, by the by. It's a very concise concept. Well, I'd be glad to be of help. Sounds pretty neat. At present, the people involved in the wargame have completed everything our two leaders, Shaska and Chevrus, have designated for them. All that's left is to complete our wargame with an expanded sample. Since you're here, Honorary Knight, would you like to try it out? By all means. I did notice during the Fontana Film Festival you're quite the crack shot, and an inspired one too. It's perfect. I'm personally interested to see how much your marksmanship's improved over the years as Horwing. And from the perspective of the wargame, your lack of familiarity with the observation grenades means that you can form an excellent control group for us. You know, Silverwing does feel like this grenade thing has real history with us. Might as well try its effects for ourselves, eh? Should be pretty fun. Well, I guess I'll have to step up and take this seriously. But marksman's practice is good for me too. Totally. Extra skill's an extra skill, right? Never know when we'll run into some sort of bad guy who can only be taken out with muskets or something. Great. In that case, I'll prepare the venue and notify all those we have playing as targets. The rules are simple. Make as few adjustments as possible while defeating your targets efficiently. I should first say that this drill was made to be tough. Even with the Special Patrol's previous marksmanship instructor, Sheen was barely able. Even the Special Patrol's previous marksmanship instructor, Sheen, was barely able to pass. But I suspect you'll do just fine. Of course, there's no need to feel pressured. Sometimes shooting is not just about technique, but also about inspiration that arrives as light as feathers, and a little luck to send it off on the wind. Don't think of this as a test, more as a relaxing game. Perhaps you'll gain something unexpected from all this. Sightlines items find obstacles. Further, the farther the observation applies, wherein the target, the higher the score. Are you? Look at you can clear. Okay. I have no true understanding of what I'm doing, but by God, I'll do it. Meet again at last. Have things in the future. Interesting. How's my money for attain? Good, thanks for asking. Honestly, some good, some bad. Let's get the bad out of the way first. Crossing some open water on my soul sniper, I jumped a bit too close to the shooting range. The special patrol mistook me for an airborne target and let off 2 volleys in my direction. Luckily, I was moving fast enough, I couldn't land the shots properly. Not a single round connected, and Captain Traverse arrived in time to call a halt to things. Talk about rough luck, as long as there was no misunderstandings or friction. Well, the only good thing that followed after that, I took a few easy turns through the city, taking my time to admire all the exquisite man-made architecture and elaborate machines. Even a little worried beforehand, the Court Fontaine is a fortress walled in by stone. Wondered whether the limited sightlines might feel oppressive. As it turned out, the experience was just the opposite. Life in the flower feather kind, being surrounded by towering buildings, gave me somehow a strange and pleasant sense of safety. Once the war game's over, I'd like to a couple more turns through the city. Aww. How's it going? Making every shot count? Sort of, but I don't exactly use guns. Their skills is another choice you can make. Who knows? You might find yourself in a future situation where your usual combat skills are restricted. Okay, I do very, very vaguely. I do vaguely pay attention to news, like news in Genshin. Aren't we getting a gun in Snezhnaya? Or whatever the hell next area. When that time comes, the option of using a musket range will be open to you. Makes sense. I suggest sharing experiences to describe your opportunity for standing equal will be the potential to become the best shot in Teyvat. Of course, in live combat situations, urban settings, and target shooting challenges have their own unique features. Get the musket in your hands a few more times, and I'll share your uncovered secrets. Is this basically just giving us some practice? Like, hey, this is what you guys are going to be facing in the upcoming region. Or, oh, you know what I mean. To a point. Lovely. Okay, so it's a lot easier than I was expecting. Like, a lot easier. Okay, yeah, no, I thought this was going to be so much more difficult. So it's basically just find the right path. Well, now only I could tell them to go faster. I would like him farther away, please. Ah, yes, thank you. I think it goes all the way over there. This is fine. Lovely. Oh. Seems we have a path set before us. Path observational grenade through them and hit your targets to earn a large number of points. Higher positions. You know, maybe I should mark them simply so that I can show you lot what my train of thought is. Hello. Moth has rejoined me. Lovely. Cat. I will say, one thing I love about the kittens, they are so goddamn friendly. Like, like, when I say friendly, I mean, like, they're the gosh darn friendliest kittens I've ever had. Like, I can pick them up. Like, they can be, like, running around. Yes, I'm talking about you. They can be running around playing. I can pick them up, put them somewhere, and they'll just sort of, like, look at me like, oh, I guess I'm over here now. And they'll just, like, they'll just stay, like, plopped over. They're absolutely precious. Some targets deploy shields that can pop the observation grenade, making the shot ineffective. Line your shark shoot carefully and aim around the shield to hit the target. If I see this, I'm just going to assume that the other location is where I need to be. You know? I was like, maybe I should mark them all to show what I'm thinking. And honestly, the only response I can give you is, I don't have much of a thought. Yeah. And then, yep, this guy to get me, or excuse me, gal to get me around this corner. Key number 7. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. This game mode low-key is reminding me of another game mode. Again, it's all about like hitting like. Excuse your cats? What are y'all getting up to? Let's start with you. But yeah, no. I don't have a plan. I'm just aiming with my heart. I also just now noticed that there's words. After this, I'll go back and read them. Let's see what that's all about. I was saying something. Oh my gosh, what was I saying? I've been talking about the cats a lot, but was what I was just saying talking about the cats? That was. Hey, dog was a quick shot. I was like, oh, once it gets where it's going. Select stage. There are no stages to select. The rationale behind the grenade. Leaf challenge. Because we've done all we can. This is going to be one of those shorter adventures. To be fair, it's also 2 a.m. It's tomorrow. So, to be fair, I've only been doing this for 45 minutes. It's been tomorrow. You have a deal. Deal? What deal? Did Paimon miss something important? The formal phrasing would be confirming a signature on a memorandum. The joint training memorandum and improving shooter effectiveness. On reflection, recruiting Miss Chaska into this special patrol would mean an incalculable loss of talent for her homeland of Natlan. Not the wisest moves. And the special patrol's clockwork stable functioning would be unimaginable without Captain Javrus's daily command and coordination. Without her, Fontaine would run into no shortage of trouble. To achieve our objective, we need an unprecedented form of cooperation. What is this astonishing telepathy going on? Two experts' minds have lined up. They've found a plan that works for both of them. In short, after consulting with Captain Javrus, we've decided to start a long-term study exchange with representatives within 3 months. This plan can strengthen cooperation between the Special Patrol, the Flower Feather Clan, and the Knights of Phoenix, while keeping the burden as low as possible. In the literal sense of the words, you'll send people back and forth. Flower Feather Clan warriors stay in Fontaine for a stretch, and Special Patrol fighters head off to Natlan. Exactly, though in practice it's not as simple as letting people from each side go live in the other country. The selection of representatives, the lodging, the daily curriculum, the simulation training, and the live drill schedules, the budget arrangements, every detail needs systematic planning. And will be focused on weak points, addressing each with its own specific remedy. For instance, the Natlanese warriors don't pay much attention to formation theory, and the Fontainian shooters have almost no live experience with movement against movement marksmanship. I'll have the Natlanese warriors work and discipline squad level units, and we'll leave our Kukasaurs to grab the special patrol shooters by the shoulders, fly them low, and have them shoot at intercepting targets. Sounds way too strict. If you can accurately pull it off, the results will be tremendous. Many of the planned courses also rely on excellent equipment from our Mondstadt allies. Representative from the Knights of Havonis are essential, and any results from the program should be shared with them. Captain Shivers, that's most thoughtful of you. Once again, our thanks for your generous offer. This drill, the observation grenades and the site of equipment performed normally. We'll continue regular deliveries per the existing procurement contract. As for sending representatives for study, please let me convey this back to our headquarters so that the officers can issue a formal reply. I'll provide you with a formal written document. I'll be waiting for good news from you. And to the close, the topic should return to our ballistic war game. Captain Chevreuse is uncommonly pleased with the round's results after all. Yes, with your remarkable control group performance to compare against Azorwing, our final piece of the puzzle is in place. Your drill has produced a wealth of ballistic planning and thinking samples covering the shooters at every skill level. Enough to sustainably improve the original musket marksmanship. Textbooks and even instruction manuals for shooter training efficiency. Go figure it out, I'm tired. Nope, feel free to call me for the next war game. I'll gladly take part. I'll be glad to take part in another exercise like this one. That's just what I was waiting to hear. Rest assured, I'll send you a letter the moment the time comes. With that marksmanship talent you're showing, you ought to be sitting on the test setter's side of the table next time. Helping our friends in Mondstadt, Fontaine, and Natlan all get stronger is the best feeling there is. One day, Paimon hears that books we helped put together produced amazing that warrior dwarf of monsters with a few quick shots, keeping everybody safe. That feeling would be just as good as scaring the bad guys off ourselves, proud and grounded all at once. That is a sweet thought. Ah, yes. Yes, that's not done and taken care of. I am aware. Ideally. No, I have to get up early Monday. I was gonna say, well, no, because I don't know how long it is. I was like, why do I do this late at night? And it's because
Thank you for.
the house doesn't get slightly quiet until like 10 in the evening. It is noisy. I do suppose I could try streaming on my days off. I'm usually just tired. I am just so terribly tired. Also, this team is done. This team I'm working. This team I'm working on leveling up. The next team that I have set up are these guys, which, if I'm maybe 90 all 9s and 20s. I do 90, 90, all 9s and 20s. 90, all 9s and all 20s. I've used him on another team before. Also, yes, my absolute insane desire to collect every character continues uninterrupted. Everyone's here. Let's see what What's this notice? Right. New areas. The moon. I was like, is that this drop that just came out, or is it the next one? And unfortunately, I didn't get the claymore. I do say very much unfortunate because I kind of was hoping for it. But at the same time, trying to get every character means that you're broke. I say as I am not broke. Okay, well, 6. I've been broke. I only recently started, and this is 1300. I have 2 weeks to get her. I might have a job. It doesn't mean I can go spending money willy-nilly. 5 days before this resets. I hope the crystal top-up resets as well. If not, who knows? Let's see, what else? I'm like, are there any last minute? They changed over. I can check to see if anyone else showed up. Huh, I was gonna say, I remember seeing a couple in... Oh, I got 3. We have 3 characters. Do we have 3 character anecdotes? Can we get 4? 4. Oh, is this how we get to the moon? I genuinely don't know. Alright, well, let's... Seems we're not quite done yet. Let's say hi to some friends. Ah, yes. Every time I look at oh god, is it Sumeru? Yeah, Sumeru. Every time I look at Sumeru, I'm just like so I'm like, it's okay, the progress is better. Like, I have done some stuff, but still 90, like high 90s. These couple areas somehow done. 78, 71. Like, I've done basically nothing. And also this, I have done nothing with the R&R quest line, which I hear is like a 10-hour quest line. And I was just like, oh god, I do not have the energy for that. But yeah, no. When Sumeru dropped, I was burnt out of Genshin. And then, well, since then, 100, 100, 196, 93, 100, 83, to be fair, that's kind of 100, 94, 90, 74, 87, 91. I've gotten back into the flow of things. Now, unfortunately, I just lack time. I would love to play more Genshin nowadays, but I just lack time. Best I can do is dailies, which I'm there for like 2 minutes. Oh, nope. Hello, friends.
I promised Kale some rich mushroom soup tonight. Other than mushrooms, I still need to buy a few seasonings. Sino, what are you looking at? Interested in trying this shroom variety?
I don't like the texture of mushrooms. Taste-wise, they're delicious. Texture-wise, they're evil.
No, but I am pondering a related question.
Sino, is he micromanaging the shopping?
It's you, Traveler. That joke wasn't bad. Allow me to soak it in.
Huh? What did he just say now? Micro? Myco?
Not bad. I like it.
Sigh no more. I was taught by the best.
Please, you two, that's enough. It's almost time to eat.
What? I freaking... Sino's jokes are the best.
Traveler, care to join us? Kale would be delighted if you were there.
Not bad. Still, it's a pity. I haven't found any Muse shrooms yet.
New shroom? Now that's one I've never heard. Is it some newly discovered species? That can't be it. I keep track of every project related to cultivating new species, but I've never heard that name.
Exactly. After all, the newsrooms have yet to make the press release.
Sino, you're finishing every last drop of this soup tonight. Got that?
Does Sino not like mushrooms? I also for the life of me, I can never remember. Like when we were running around in Inazuma, so easy to remember. To stop by this chick, so easy. Now that we're too far away, I missed out on so many omni-ubiquity necks. How am I supposed to collect all those creatures if I don't have the necks to capture? I guess we're talking to our dream leader. Is she in the bathhouse? I mean, I guess that makes sense. I just wasn't expecting to go inside. Hello. Oh, it's very busy.
No, that's no good. The abstract needs to be more detailed.
Excuse me, Miss Layla?
But if we go too in-depth, it might come off as indistinct from the main body. How am I going to do this?
Miss Layla, shall we discuss this inside? We can sit down and chat.
So sorry. I didn't mean to spiral. I just couldn't help thinking about my thesis again.
It's fine. I've treated several academia students before. You can say I've encountered similar states of mind to yours.
You've been to Sumeru?
I'm looking at like their character models and like Layla's like choker thing, like the things that come off of it are basically just patterned onto her skin. Meanwhile,
Yes, a scholar there once
Mizuki.
invited me to help treat his students.
Really? Did any of them have severe issues?
like basically none of
I
those
wouldn't go
things.
that far. Just long-term insomnia, terror, paranoia, as well as acute tinnitus and vertigo.
Like really nothing about her is like unnecessarily patterned. Like describing thesis writing or monster slaying.
I'd rather face the monsters. If you succeed, then all is well. If you fail, at least you'll never worry about anything else again.
To be fair, Leia is a 4-star, but still.
But a thesis, I don't even know what counts as success or failure.
I feel like her saturation could get turned up a little bit. Like, just by like 10%. Like, just boost her saturation. Like, I feel like her blues need to be a bit more vibrant. Though, to be fair, she is a sleepy character. But also, Mizuki is a sleepy character as well, in a way.
I'd finally squeezed a third draft out. But upon seeing it, my advisor just flipped it face down on the desk and said, "Forget your thesis for now. First, you need to go to Isa Bathhouse in Inazuma. Relax and recover a bit. I've already made the arrangements for you."
Your advisor sounds really nice. It's good to kick back and relax now and then.
That's correct. I received a letter from Miss Layla's advisor in advance, with details about her situation and a request to provide therapy for her.
Ah yes, a recovering workaholic.
I think it's quite likely that a mutual acquaintance shared my contact information.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, things can't be that simple. My thesis isn't done. We've just started our research topic, and I have a pile of unsubmitted work from my research group.
Imagine if if your bosses in real life were like that. But yeah, basically I'm imagining like her advisor is just like, this is one of my best students, and I'm worried for her. How do I get her to chill?
Maybe my advisor thinks I'm totally useless and wants to get rid of me.
Layla, snap out of it. Lights left her eyes.
This must be my advisor's last gift. Ah, the last bath I'll ever take. Once I return to the academia, I'll be expelled and then left alone in a corner doing star charts.
Get a hold of yourself, Layla.
It's just as the letter said. Her symptoms are extremely severe. How long has she had this condition? However, her advisor's letter clearly acknowledges her abilities, emphasizing constantly that she is their most outstanding student. Perhaps it's Layla who doesn't believe in her own abilities, thus triggering these symptoms. Evidently, a more thorough evaluation is required.
Excuse me. I'm going in now. If there's any letters for me, please sign for them.
No. Yeah, why does it feel like her condition's worsened? Please help her, Mizuki.
Don't worry, I will help her. In fact, I've already come up with a preliminary treatment plan. Now, time to formally begin treatment. Don't worry, now, time.
Layla, saddest creature.
I'm still registering the last customer.
Oh my Kiku.
Which is to say that as long as someone passes the exam and gets a domestic services provider license, they'll be able to take more repair and cleaning jobs.
That's exactly it, Miss Kuki. The Yashiro Commission is promoting training and exams for housekeeping skills to help boost employment opportunities for residents seeking work.
Oh, going to take another exam, Shinobu? Or a job hunting?
Oh, hey, Traveler. That's right. I'm looking into the Yashiro Commission's housekeeping training programs. Toma says that as long as you complete a full course and pass the exam, the Yashiro Commission will issue you an official license. It's a significant advantage for job seekers.
I imagine that with your talent, getting the license should be a piece of cake.
You flatter me. But while exams don't faze me, the rest of the Arataki gang... Boss's last job was to give exfoliating back scrubs at Isa Bathhouse. But he went at it a bit too hard and ended up scrubbing skin off too.
Oh.
Last month, Akira helped grill skewers at Shimura's. For every one he grilled, he ate 3. Shimura's would have been in the red for the whole month if bystanders hadn't intervened.
Why would you eat so many?
And then there's Mamoru and Genta. Ushi's the only one who doesn't cause trouble, and that's because he doesn't need to work.
Wouldn't that get them fired? Their jobs?
Right on the money. When I asked, they all replied in perfect unison. Sorry, we got fired again. In short, aside from me, The entire Arataki gang is presently unemployed.
Ah, so living the free and unstructured lifestyle bereft of social attachment. Cat. Precious the thing. Pretty on brand for the Arataki gang.
So, Miss Kuki, I take that you intend to secure licenses for the gang, and in doing so, improve their job prospects?
Yep, my thoughts exactly. But just dragging them there to take the test is probably pointless. It's better if I get the license first. Then I can go back and tutor them myself. That's much more likely to succeed.
Thinking ahead.
Very thorough. In that case, are you ready to enroll right now?
Give me a bit. I need to go back and fetch my documents, and also give the boss a heads up.
Why was Layla so undetailed? Because I'm like looking at like these two, and I'm like, they released before Layla, and like they're lovely. They have a lovely amount of details.
Sounds good. Once you're ready, you could find me at the Yashiro Commission to register.
Now,
You can sign up at any time before I go on leave.
I do suppose that Toma's necklace basically is just like it's so incredibly flat.
Got it. I'll be
Might
quick.
as well be painted on.
Thanks, Toma.
Shinobu strides off.
Oh, now that's someone who doesn't mess around. Been a while, traveler. What do you think?
Without her, the Arataki game would be done for, and it looks like she's going to rack up another certification. Are you planning on you're going on to take a vacation, Toma?
I am. The Yashiro Commission is spearheading the Domestic Services Training Program. And once I finish assisting the others with the registration process, I plan on taking a long vacation.
Like, his necklace is pretty flat, but like, at the same time, it kind of feels like the point.
Lord Kamisato is already approved. I plan to head to Mondstadt to help my mother with a few things.
You're going back to Mondstadt?
What's with the surprised look? I don't think I've ever shared much about my family with you. There's nothing special about them. My mom was born and raised in Mondstadt, and she's a Knight of Favonius.
Oh.
Contact between Mondstadt and Inazuma has risen since the Sakoku decree was lifted, so it's gotten easier to write. Once, I got a letter from her demanding I send her Inazuman wines so she could taste what you're drinking over there. But what can possibly rival dandelion wine? Shame, though. Even a taste of home might be a luxury for her right now.
Oh?
Grandmaster Varka's expedition is camped in Nodcry, and she received her orders to transfer. She's already en route to join them. It's been years since I last went back. Once I get there, I'll help sort through everything she left behind and see how much Mondstadt's changed. Given how far your travels take you, maybe we'll bump into each other there.
Hopefully so.
I think I'll swing by the Angel's Share for some apple cider. It'll also be a perfect chance to buy some local brews. Can't find those here after all.
It's always nice to hear about what are,
Close your eyes.
And it ran out right at the end. I so wish you could see my cat.
Observe.
Have little bastard is a precious little cat. He's stepping on my keyboard. They love just watching what I'm doing. There we go. I got locked in 2 dimensions. I have no idea what he did. Yeah.
Close your eyes.
Like, I don't think there's any other stuff. No. Yes. No. Yeah, no. I don't think there's any other easy to get sakura blossoms. And by easy to get, I mean I don't really remember where any sakura blossoms are.
Be silent.
Lavender melons. What fruit would lavender melons be in real life? Like, are they lavender flavored? Or is it just that they're lavender colored? Who knows? Not me. Anyway, next time, hopefully, we'll be doing Should We Meet Again? If not, Jesus Christ, cat. Gato, precious little baby. She needs to receive tea party from Sandronin. I will read this when I'm doing the other one. And then, Jesus Christ, cat. Restrain yourself, sir. Hello? Want to say something? I'm like, you're normally a lot more chatty. Another thing that I've been trying to encourage my cats to do is talk. Like, every now and then they'll squeak at me. And I love them. All the more for it. Anywho, apparently we're going to the moon soon. Going to the moon before Snezhnaya. What a world. What a world. Anyhow, I will catch you next time, my darlings. Bye.